throw this out there for anybody that's listening. Marriage is really, really hard sometimes.
Yeah, very.
There's definitely been seasons that I did not think we would make it through. and I know it's sort of funny, but I'm not joking.
No, I know.
like I just definitely was like, this is it for us. We'll never make it through this. This is definitely the last straw. And if any of you guys that are listening feel that way, I just want to let you know that I've been there too, that I've felt that way too, and we're definitely standing on the other side of that. And we're going strong. Things are going really well, but it wasn't always like that. So don't ever feel shame if it's hard for you. Never ever feel shame if marriage is hard for you, because it is hard for everyone. Maybe to different levels, but it's definitely like sometimes soul crushing.
Yeah, and with social media, you think like, God, social media is the worst in that way, because I would just look and be like, well, all these couples are super happy and not fighting and perfect, and
then it puts that unrealistic expectations right back on.
Exactly.
Like if we didn't have it enough in our personalities or with our families, we're definitely going to get it from social media.
Oh, for sure.
All the fantasy that we've created in our minds about relationship, family, kids, marriage,
Yeah, definitely.
But by God, let's just be real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard.
Like, it's like you have to learn, like, individually, but also when you get married, you have to learn that it's okay to be different and for your relationship not to, like, mirror everyone else's.
Absolutely.
That was really hard for me, because
God, my marriage doesn't look like everybody else's.
Yeah.
I mean, and I mean that in the best way.
Yeah.
But there's people that think that their marriage is the way it's supposed to be, and you see the torment in their eyes, and you see the sadness in their eyes, and you can see that they have no freedom in being whom they are. Maybe not because they can't in front of their husband, but they can because they got social media in front of them all the time, or they have eyes on them all the time. And like Ben and Liz, their issue was literally them, like they about couldn't make it because of each other. Well, I have felt like I couldn't make this, not because of my husband, but because in a hard season that we were in life, with a little bit of the pressures from the position that he was holding, and then the pressures that were put on me being a senior pastor's wife. Like, I felt like I cannot do this anymore, and it had absolutely nothing to do with my husband.
Right.
So I just want to encourage people out there that it's not necessarily going to be just, you and your husband have to be the ones that are strangling each other for divorce to come in. Because you can get broken down as a wife just from your title that gets put on you without him. Kids and taking care of the responsibilities, and if any health issues come in on them or you or your job or the way your boss treats you, or there's all kind of things that can come in, finances, that can come in to make you feel like, this is destroying my marriage, and when you really sit back and look, it had nothing to do with the husband and the wife in general. It's what life is.
Life is really hard. We get some pretty tough things thrown our way that you didn't know was coming, which again, in our fantasy expectation mind, those weren't written out, that wasn't in there. That it wasn't supposed to happen like this. I was supposed to have kids already. It wasn't supposed to be like this, and you just don't know what's ahead.
Oh, and what do you mean? I birthed these other two kids, and that they didn't have any type of sickness or disease or challenges, and now I have this third kid that does, and this isn't how it's supposed to be. I don't know what to do with it. I wasn't trained. God, you didn't put anything inside of me. How am I supposed to help them? How am I supposed to, all these things come in and bombard us. So sometimes I want to say, you know what, are we really giving it justice by saying, marriage is hard, or saying being a mom is hard? In reality, is it really, or is it just life? Just living life on earth, because it pulls everything in.
And it changes you.
Yes.
I'm not the person I was when I was 26.
Right.
Like, not by a long shot.
Right. You're not that college student.
Right.
That you was in Thomasville, now. Being a mom of 4 and a wife of how many years?
I mean, you got to learn how to navigate that stuff together. You and Lawrence had to come together and be like, listen, and this is really hard, but we're going to come together, And you don't always know what that's going to look like.
Yeah.